Hmm. There's no sound in this game yet. Is this sound okay? Let's just enter first. I agree. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. What? Highly disturbing? Highly? Cute girls! This game is not suitable for children. Oh my god. What do you mean highly disturbing content? This cheerful game? I know this game has like dark themes, but I've never watched any gameplays properly. So practically blind, yeah. So cute. This page is so cute. Anyway, new game. Wait. Text speed. We'll see. What's your name? Hanabi. Do I have to make a guy name? What is a guy name for Hanabi? Well, I assume the main character is a guy. You know what? Let's be true to ourselves. Hey! Do I need to voice act for this? Oh, holy shit, look at the neighborhood. Whoa! Is this like a bunch of rich people? I see an annoying girl running towards me. Wait, mate. Do they have voiceover? Or is it just like this? This one is less annoying. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Is Hanabi kind of a unisex name? Well, it sounds feminine, but it basically means firework, so I guess. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. Good friend? You just call her annoying. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up with me. To me. I overslept again! Oh my god, that sounds so annoying. But I caught you this time? Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Hanabi. Damn. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. Blah. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Hello. This game doesn't have any voiceover. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. What happened? Sayuri voice. As we draw nearer, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Hanabi, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any. Oh, this is me. I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. Told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayuri likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content. When I'm perfectly content just getting by on the bridge while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. She had made me not him. So true though. Why is the MC so... It's not... Well, he's not being rude, but like... I don't know. Like, she cares about you, bro. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. For the folder right there. So true. She's so cute. Clubs. Sayuri wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayuri? Sayuri must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here spacing out. So I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know... The what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayuri... Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Mini! Oh my god, I'm so annoyed. At my own voice. I'm not annoyed at Sayuri. Sayuri is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. I mean, manga is literature. Anime is literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. I see. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. The foresight is fire. Well, you just have to bear with me. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep, baka. Chi. I edit that. I can't tell if Sayuri is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. So true. Wait, this sounds just like my Oshi. What the hell? I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes! Let's go! Damn. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I mean, it's just a club, bro. What? How worse can it be? You know? I dejectedly follow Sayuri across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayuri, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Minna! The new member is here! I told you don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Wait, how do I do this? Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Oh my god, I don't know. Let's Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Hanabi! What a nice surprise! Welcome to the club! All words escape me in this situation. Mommy. Sorry, mommy. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So true! So true. What are you looking at? What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. Huh. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Lolly. She's also the one who made cupcakes according to Sayori. Alright. You can just ignore her when she gets mood. Oh shit, I already forgot how I did the voice for Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quite into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki. Always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. She's shy! So cute! Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayuri and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. That's right. It's great to see you again, Hanabi. Wow. She poses. Monica smiles sweetly. No, she whole bodily poses. We do know each other well. We really talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Why is her name Monica? Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Hanabi. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I got cupcakes. Hey! I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then, how about I make some tea as well? I'm gonna go crazy voice acting. Oh my god. When my homie asked for a pencil. I love Yuri. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As I already mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to... I'm tired. To the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wow! There's the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. I want to see! The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! Oh my god. I can't believe I'm Sayuri. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. So you girls went first and then Monica, I follow. It's delicious! Sayuri talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. She waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. But why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Oh, Natsuki tsundere. Of course, it's the flat-chested girls. Always tsundere. Eh? I thought you technically did. Sayuri said. Well, maybe. But not for you. Not for, you know, you, dummy. I am suffering. Let me just change her voice whenever I see fit. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. Of course she has a tea set! She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to a cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this... You keep... Oh my god, You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. You're just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted? Yuri insulted? Yuri looks away. Maji kayo. I'm so tired. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayuri. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayuri has seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? Damn, she's so pretty. As president of this literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. Hello! It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! I still don't know what voice to do for Natsuki. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls are all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find this tree. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. I'm the only guy? Holy shit. Woo! Harem! Though I still don't know, I don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. Oh, the Sayuri voice, so you can use the high pitch for Natsuki. Okay, I'll try. I'm amazed with people who can actually change their voices, because I can't. I feel like all my even if I try, I feel like my voice still sounds very similar for all the other characters. So Hanabi, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read this past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Oh, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Same. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. Nerd! I mean, I don't think it's a nerd. I mean, she likes fantasy. I thought she would be reading what? Franz Kafka or something. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Oh, 인기야 ne? But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Okay, that's more like it. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? So true, I love it! Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I would have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. So true! Yuri, I am you. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. No kiss. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. No, seriously, I need to improve on my voice acting. Let me mute myself. No, it's like I'm doing this for my own satisfaction too. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called "Don't Say It Out Loud!" And give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes? Oh my god. Matte. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayuri sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. Yuri. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them? Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerability and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Lol. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Hanabi? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forward with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayuri may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at and lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Guys, relish in this scene. Imagine having four cute girls just looking at you with puppy eyes. How can you say no? How can you say no? But I'm sorry, I thought... Hanabi... You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the Literature Club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes! I'm so happy! Sayuri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Oh, wow, huh? Her boobs. I can feel her boobs. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Literature Club. Literature. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me and once more. Hanabi, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Hello, Fernova! Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Hanabi! Since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayuri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stay after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayuri, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Holy shit, they're all so cute. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Why not have all? Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances. And I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay, let's go. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Does this game, like... Do I have to pick someone in this game? Like, is that how the game works? Or does it not affect the story at all? Let's see. If I were to write a poem, I would pick grief. I think you do. Yeah, seriously? I can't pick! Yeah, it affects. I can't pick anyone! Wait. Natsuki's cute. But Yuri is also cute. I'm gonna pick grief. Suicide them. Adventure, heartbeat. Destiny. Heart, cheer, lust. Fireworks. Oh my god, I can't. What the hell? My brain is empty right now. Fireworks, heart. Fireworks because I'm Hanabi. Childhood, anime, embrace, bubbles, bunny, fear, heaven sent, hurt, embrace. What the hell? Daydream. Fashion, family, silly, color, nightgown. Fashion. Marriage. Valentine. Ocean. Strawberry. Kiss. Birthday. Peaceful. Massacre. Memories. Friends. Shiny. Cut. Disaster. Misfortune. Bliss. Beauty. 117 hours? Holy shit. Romance. Lazy. Intellectual. Philosophy. Ribbon. Kawaii. Kawaii. Doki Doki. Death. Imagination. Existence. Milk. This is seriously just random ass words. Uncanny landscape, lipstick, meager, agonizing question. Starscape. Lucky. Yeah, I know it's not random, but like but like in the sense of us trying to write a poem, why the hell was there kawaii and doki doki? Okay, maybe my idea of a poem is more to it being artistic. Anyway. Hi again, Hanabi. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Hanabi. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! So true! I literally said it just now. It's beautiful and some of it's quite abstract. I can't wait to read! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, you guys. Hanabi always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? How come? You and Hanabi can become good friends too. Two? Sayori. Huh? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. I'm so... Wait, Sayori. Huh? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. Oh my god, good luck with your deadline. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Eh? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that's mean. It's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into a bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out the book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. And I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. I have a literature I can recommend to you guys. It's really dark, somewhat. The Ones Who Walk Away from Omelas. Really good. It's really short. It's not a book. It's more like a short story. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? Just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. Eh? What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, no? This is the club with the most beautiful girls' faces. It's okay. So true, like, just put this girl on the poster, people will come no matter what club it is. And like, if they want more people to come, make these girls wear maid dresses. And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? But what kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. Not just food. You guys wearing maid dresses. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. Let's save. Empty slot. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh, wow, so close. Wah! I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You need to get used to it. Don't say that out loud. Then don't say that so loud. Did you see any music or collab? Ooh. Banner contest? Ooh, wow. Hello. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. That's why I do best. That's the problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day? That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret! I knew it. Come on! At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayuri glances around at herself. Hmm? How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Ah! I ran my fingertips down the side of Sayuri's hair, trying to straighten it out. Woo! MC got wrist. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayuri, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Eh? That's super mean! Sorry, but you thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the butt. Wow, MC, what the hell? MC? Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Huh? Whoa! 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 This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Eh? Don't say that. You make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. So, if you ever button it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now. So, why does it feel strange to see Sayuri's blazer button up like that? That is so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayuri hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew! That's so much better. Sayuri puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayuri. Aw, but I was joking that time. Then it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. It would be B. Sure, Robin, sure. Okay, everyone. Eh? Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Hanabi, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I felt so enthusiastic, but Sayuri still struts away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayuri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayuri is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Monica. I feel like Monica won't insult me. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi Hanabi. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Hanabi. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. Hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayuri would like. Is that so? You and Sayuri are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but But Sayuri and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayuri's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. It's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already scorched with a pernocopy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. What the fuck? Monica, are you okay? Is everything okay at home? Monica? So, what do you think? It's very freeform if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, but because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes, when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on a paper and tidy up later. That's usually how I write. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Hello, Derek. Midlife crisis. Who should I show my poem next? This should be the last person before I end stream. Or not. Still have 3 minutes left. Sub. Thank you. Thank you for the sub. I feel like this will be long though. And not gonna lie, I'm tired. Not gonna lie, I'm tired. Let's save this. Okay. I am not gonna save over this. Natsuki last? Okay, Natsuki then.
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions.
So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste?
Do you want to get smacked? Smacked?
I'll pass.
Sigh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it.
The fuck? Whoa, that got dark so quickly.
Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wanna like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Eh? Rage Grenade 2. Why are you exposing me? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set it up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose.
Yo, bro, it's so true. I did feel like that when I read the poem.
It helps you bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud that I won't take that away from her, I won't take that away from her. Oh, is this short? Okay. Next one is Yuri. This is the first time I've seen likable. Can I? If they're all short, then I'm just gonna finish showing to everyone. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh, so sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine. Don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading it through it.
So it's that bad.
No! I just raised my voice. I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. That's so cute, Yuri. Huh? You're so cute. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is,
wow, she's a nerd! I'm losing my breath reading this. Yo, Badal! For an hour, so true.
The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds a train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, it's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. You have work? Go ahead. I'm gonna end soon after Sayuri. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if that, oh my god, so true, dreamily, she's so cute. As if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club?
Ghosts under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Comes breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
What? I need some time to understand that. Like, I need to read it.
I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
It took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Eh? That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Hanabi. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before we pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Last. Oh my goodness! This is so good, Hanabi! Eh? I love it! I had no idea you're such a good writer. Sayuri, you must be seriously overacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. I usually don't like it just because I wrote it. Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Hanabi poem. And that makes it feel extra special. I can feel your feelings in it. Sayuri hugs the sheet against her chest. Wow. Okay. You're so weird, Sayuri. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Hanabi. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayuri. I'm not sure if Sayuri sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. I swear to God, if it's gonna be so good. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Or trusting me to wish away on a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I want breakfast. Sayuri, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No! Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you're late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monika's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Oh. Phew. So true, phew. Oh. Oh, so tiring. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. So true. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayuri and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watched each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Eh? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Ah, thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayuri liked it, and Hanabi did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
Excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Hanabi liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki sadly stands up.
oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member Yuri.
Yuri?
That's not what you're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe he's just jealous that Hanabi appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Hanabi started showing up. Natsuki.
Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you!
I don't like fighting, guys! Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Holy shit, this is like typical harem moment. Hanabi, she's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Hanabi.
But wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Hanabi? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be... Help me, Sayori!
Natsuki?
Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turned to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori!
Eh?
Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Hanabi?
Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her.
I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict.
Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being.
She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place.
Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop!
Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting?
Because...
Well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president. I whispered to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things. But I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You can say that. She might be in her head, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. She's so pretty. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How do you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright. Well, mostly.
Hanabi, how about you? Yeah, I say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I know to myself with newfound determination. Hanabi! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki, does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. We love Yuri's boobs. We love Yuri's boobs.
Phew.
You know, Hanabi, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. I think everyone really likes you too. That's...
Every day is going to be so much fun.
It looks like Sayuri still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We just have to see what the future holds, Sayuri. I pat Sayuri on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayuri as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this. Last poem and then I'll end stream. I'm so tired. Summer. Pain. Misery. Love. Silly. Lazy. Fluffy. Pink. Fireflies. Warm. Strawberry. Ocean. Journey. Infinite. Romance. Doki Doki. Vanilla. Papa. Tears. Pout. Okay. Okay, I'll end. I'm so tired. Yes. Thank you for watching, everyone. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching me as always. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye.